All right, one thing I can tell you that our forecast is going to be certified. That's because there's a professional giving it. You can't just do, the people don't know this, you can't just go on TV and do the weather. You need a license for that.
I mean, it took me a while. It really did.
To get that meteorological seal?
I actually don't have one.
Oh, well.
But I'm still credible.
She's as close as you can get.
Because I went to school and I have a degree.
That's right. You have, yes.
You have even better then.
You actually
have a
to
degree in
have
meteorology.
a little time between school and actually applying to have that seal too. So.
And as we noted yesterday, you're just 22.
25. It's okay.
You know, she's got a little bit of time yet.
A little bit of time, and we have a little bit of time when it comes to prepping for the next system.
It's coming, though.
Okay.
It is coming, and I mean, it really arrives here early tomorrow morning. So it will have an impact on your commute tomorrow morning, whether that's yourself heading to work, maybe, you know, head out and grab a lot of kids and you carpool them and corral them to school. Well, you'll also need to pay attention to that for all of these reasons, because I know that there are kids out there that are wishing for the possibility of a snow day. Well, I think ODOT is going to have plenty of time to pre-treat roads. It's just what happens with intensity and then what actually plays out through the day. So the National Weather Service has already gone ahead and given us a big ol' heads up to then relay to you that we have a winter weather advisory in place. This starts very early tomorrow morning. In fact, just a couple hours after midnight, and takes us through the majority of tomorrow until about 3-4 p.m. for every county across Northeast Ohio. Every county across the Buckeye State is under some sort of alert, almost, except for the very southern edge of the state. But nonetheless, there's a whole lot of the country that's encompassed by some sort of alert, whether that's winter weather related, maybe it's wind related, or maybe it's even severe weather related. These stretch all the way from Texas up all the way to Maine. That is 2,000 miles of expansive alerts here. There's going to be a cold side to the system and a warmer side. The warmer side is where you start to get a little dicey here when it comes to the active threat of some tornadoes. There have actually been some tornadoes reported on the ground through parts of Texas already today, and I'm expecting this to continue through part of the deep south as they just take it through this evening. For us, though, our attention turns to the cold side of things because we get snow first. Some of us will end up getting some rain, but it's how this system evolves. This area low will indeed follow that exact pattern that I showed you when it came to alerts across the nation too. So it's going to approach right now St. Louis, then into southern Illinois, then to Indiana, and then it comes to us. And we get it a couple hours, in fact, post midnight. So in your National Timer hour-by-hour forecast, let's time it out because you still got plenty of time if you don't want to be out tomorrow, maybe running some errands, grocery shopping. Today is a great day to get any of those last little to-do things done. Tomorrow's not going to be a blockbuster when it comes to snow totals. We've done it before. We'll do it again. It's just the idea of when this all unfolds. Timing is key here because it's going to have an impact some way, shape, or form to that morning rush as you head on out the door. Temperatures close to freezing. This is 6 a.m. Everyone across Northeast Ohio overspread by snowfall. The intensity will waver here and there, and then I think we start to let on up as some warm air actually intrudes on the cold. So we start to lifting some of that warmer air in here, which is going to bump our temperatures ever so slightly. So the idea of rain mixing into our southern counties is almost a guarantee. It's how high that actually reaches to the lakeshore and beyond. You'll have to pay attention to Sandusky because I think Sandusky and the area around it, Erie County, I think they perhaps could be stuck in snow, complete snow through the day tomorrow as opposed to almost everyone else across Northeast Ohio. So as snow globe pretty as tomorrow morning's going to be, it's not going to end that way for the majority of us too. So just pay attention to the roadways too as you head on home from work as well. This is midnight taking us into Thursday. There's a wraparound effect to the system, so that means we get additional snowfall on the backside of it. It is that good old area of low pressure, which then eventually brings us some lake enhanced snow. So general rule of thumb, we will pick up a few inches out of this, about 3 to 6 possible here with some isolated higher totals, especially closer to Sandusky. This is when things are all said and done. So that takes us through the duration of even lake effect too. That's not what you're waking up to tomorrow morning. But in your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, if the snow tomorrow is not enough for you, we get another chance by the weekend, another chance right after that. And temperatures in the 30s, and once again, not a sunny icon to be found.